Welcome to Resilient PNT 360 and 180, where we give you a 360-degree view of a topic in 180 seconds or less.
My name is Richard Hoptroff, Chief Time Officer at Hoptroff Limited. Who does the work apply to? Goodness, well, it's very extensive. We started in financial services, but now we're moving into many other areas, with the Rollier GNSS monitoring in particular, but we see massive markets in the areas such as Internet of Things. Two core accuracy requirements. One is so that the world can synchronize and you can understand the sequence of events. And secondly, where computers have consequences, being able to prove that the times they come up with are definitely true. The virtual world makes decisions, they send people bills, they have effects on our lives, and unless you can prove and be accountable for what your devices do, then you will have problems. Well, traceability is having a reliable chain of comparisons back to a scientific institution such as NIST, and it enables that whole process of proving that time is correct because you can show where you got your time from. Well, that really depends on why you need the timing. Take, for example, a parking meter. It's not actually going to matter if it drifts by a second or so, which is what a clock like that would do over the course of the day. But other systems such as sensor fusion using radar in air traffic monitoring and conflicted zones, you need to be very tightly timed in order to do the sensor fusion, and that really matters. Other systems such as emergency services performance monitoring, the need to prove that time becomes important because you may end up in court. The securities we have in place really are centered around resilience and fallback options. So while we do use satellite technologies, we also have backups which are terrestrially supplied by scientific institutions so that we have multiple sources of data that go through different technologies in order to deliver you the time. It's also important that we need to be able to monitor the distribution of this time. So while we use multiple sources for resilience, it also gives us an alarm bell that tells us if any of these sources is deviating for some reason. Oh, what, our plan for world domination, you mean? So I think really what we're trying to do now is just scale up. Right now we provide synchronization for thousands of devices, and my plan over the next 12-24 months is to leverage that up to potentially over 1 billion, perhaps 10 billion devices. We want to synchronize the world. We have a strategy for that, which is mostly software and cloud-based, and that is what I've got my very, very smart people, smarter than me, working on right now.